Hey guys, Lizardly here. I got a different kind of stand. It's actually not a stand. Is it still called a stand? It is. It is still called a stand. I don't know. It's needlework table and lap hands-free stand with adjustable frame made of organic beechwood tapestry cross-stitch embroidery frame holder. So, yeah, I don't know. Is that Russian? I don't know. But it was one of the things I put on my wish list, and it's one of the things Madrivo bought for me. So I was like, heck yeah. So I'm gonna open it and I'll try it out, see how I feel with it compared to the stand that I've been using. Which this, I hate this, you guys. Like if you guys watch my videos, you know I stitch like this. And having that back there, I constantly hit my wrist on it, and that really sucks. So this has pieces on the sides. So hopefully if I stitch like this, it won't be a problem. So I'm going to open it up, put it together, we'll see. Alrighty, so like I said, this was bought for me from my work, but they got it from my Amazon wish list. So I will put the link for it in the description down below in case you guys want to check it out. I want to say that there are different size scrolls. So if you want one that's bigger, if you want one that's smaller, look around, see if you can find it. Just for my personal review, these pieces that I'm undoing or that I'm opening up right now, the wooden knobs with the metal on them, those tighteners, you can over tighten them. And I don't mean just by like using your hands to tighten them. I mean when you're trying to flip the scroll around, you know, like to access the back, you'll be like halfway through and it will just suddenly snap in place and you're like, I can't move it. Like I can't put it back to where it was and I can't move it further. I mean, for me at least, it was instantaneous. It wasn't like slowly tightening. It would just immediately over tighten. And so it actually happened to me twice. And when it's in front of me and I'm cross stitching, it was the left side that always tightened to the point. So it over tightened one time, and David and I, on our own, were not able to get it back. We had to get some tools to force it back. And then, and that was fairly early on. I want to say it was like within the first 10 that the first 10 Christmas cross stitches that I did on this. And then a couple weeks ago, one of the most recent Christmas cross stitches that I did on it, it over tightened again. And it was the exact same way where I just flipped it and it just suddenly was way tighter than I thought possible. And again, we couldn't get it undone ourselves. We pulled out a tool, but this time the wooden piece broke off. So, and I'm specifically using one of the ones that has a piece of metal attached to it. So in the bottom left corner of the screen right now, there are two just regular wooden pieces, and then the ones with the metal on them. The wood piece broke off. The metal stayed on the screw. And that was just so horrible to try and get off of the screw. And then at that point, it was like, you know, that metal piece does not go back into the piece of wood. So I ended up pulling one of the screws and black knobs from one of my other stands to use over here. And the screw is a little bit smaller than the other one, so it wiggles a little bit if it's not tight enough. But I've never had one of these ones over tighten. So you're not going to see it in one of the videos for quite some time, but eventually you'll see there is a black knob tightener instead of one of the wooden ones, and I do not regret that switch. I'm really annoyed that I didn't do it sooner, honestly, and the one on the right side is still the wooden piece because it's never done that to me, but that left one, you guys, that was just dreadful. So yeah, watch out for that because you know, you could be extra unlucky, and instead of it being the stupid wooden knob, it's the frame stand itself that breaks. And you know, it's all wood, so like it will snap if you do it right. So that was beyond frustrating. Like, even thinking about it now, it's making me annoyed. But of all the complaints to have, that's not that bad, you know? Like, one thing that you can get a replacement for fairly easily. Like, even if I didn't have this from a previous stand, Home Depot and other stores like that, you can get screws and knobs and, you know, just replace it like that. You just have to make sure you don't get a screw that's too big. Ideally, you'd want one that's the same size, but I did not have that, and it's fine. My other complaint is that it's not wide enough. It's barely 12 inches long. So like if I wanted to put 4 Heavenly Beasts in here, I would have to like roll it upon itself or wrap it upon itself, whatever, quite a lot. And I do not want to put more creases in 4 Heavenly Beasts than I need to. So I might see about finding just the scroll frame part significantly longer than what I already have, because I think this would be really nice to do with 4 Heavenly Beasts. Because then the only excess I would have would be on the top and the bottom, which is when you just fold it on itself, or you roll it around the scroll frame on itself, which is pretty nice. So I might look into that. We'll see. I'm really excited to get back into 4 Heavenly Beasts, you guys, not gonna lie. It's been a little while. I miss it. I do have other projects to work on for friends, though, so you will see probably a bit of things before we get back to 4 Heavenly Beasts. Sorry, but, you know, I need to put my family and friends before my personal projects. But, you know, the good thing about me is I always finish my projects, so they will be finished, and I will get back to 4 Heavenly Beasts, and it will be finished. Okay, back to the frame. It is, I will say, it's more stable than my other floor stands, which is nice, because it has, you know, 2 points of contact with the desk, rather than 1 point of contact with the floor. But it's still not perfectly stable, and although for a while I was using it the way I'm building it now, I have flipped one of the sides so that the leg is going the opposite way. So like if it's currently in a U turned clockwise, I have switched it to be, honestly, it's a Z now, actually. And mostly it's because this piece that's sticking out, like the one on the left side of the screen that's sticking towards me, my elbow, I put my elbow right there. And it's really difficult to work when I have a piece of wood just randomly sticking out of nowhere. So I switched the way it directs so that I can put my elbow where I need it so I can work as comfortably as possible, which makes it a little less stable, but it's still working. So I'm quite happy with this one. I have a much happier review for this. I definitely recommend this one over the previous floor stand that I bought. But honestly, it's all personal preference. If you really like one of the other ones, work with it. And I had someone tell me all of these Frank Edmund ones, like, they use the same type of pieces. So they're interchangeable. So, like, if you need to switch out more than just what I did, do it. It's awesome. I love it. Bye. Okay, so it might work. I don't know. I have all my stuff in the way right now. But I will say it was super duper weird. Like, putting the scroll frame part together is not in English. Oh, wait. Place that to the canvas over the special groove. Fix it. Okay. I just put it together based on the images. I didn't see that there was an English part because I'm an idiot. But it looks like I put it together correctly. So I can read directions when there's images. It's fine. Part that was weird was this one. So originally, I was thinking I was doing this one, and then I realized I was doing that one. So I was like, crap, no, I want to do this one. And I didn't realize that on these bottom pieces, there were cutouts on one side and not the other. So I kept trying to put it one way, and I was like, it won't go, but like, it'll go this way. It won't go further than that. And I was trying to put it that way, when all I had to do was, you know, flip it around. Like, I felt like, whatever. I figured it out. That's all that matters. It's together now, and I have it. So, I am going to be starting different Christmas cross stitches, because although there's kind of room, I guess, like here and here, I at this point, and then there's some kind of mark on the fabric here. I'm sure if you guys watch the Stuff It video, you'll see. I don't know what it's from. Like, it looks greenish? I don't know. I don't want to bother with it, and I don't want to go back up there. So this one is getting retired. And I'm going to be starting a new one. I think this, oh crap, is this all that I have left for the 18 count fabric? I need to get new fabric, you guys. Because I don't, oh yeah, no, that's, no. What count are these? Oh, is that 14 count? I don't want to do 14 count. It's 14 count. Are they both 14 count? They're both 14 count, Ada. I might be going to Michael's now. Because I like, 18 count's probably my favorite. But I also don't want suddenly other people's to be larger, because these are all the same size. So if I do one of the patterns on here on 14 count, it's going to be bigger, and I don't want people to be offended. And I just want to stick with 18 count. So I might be going to Michael's to go buy some fabric, and then when I get back, I will cross stitch and see if I can use this guy. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna head off now, so like, subscribe, share, comment, all that jazz. I'll see you guys in a video where I'm actually cross-stitching.